Hey guys, welcome back to another one. So today I'm going to be showcasing a mod. It's called Mistborn, an Immersive Follower Collection. So basically it adds 6 new custom voiced followers. The way they did it was they actually used like AI to generate new like voice lines, I guess, with the original cast of characters and stuff. Or voice lines, whatever. You'll see in a second. Anyway, so to start this mod, you gotta go to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and ask to get a letter sent to either one of the 3 groups of people. So today I'm gonna be focusing on Eowyn and Elfyn. Mostly Eowyn because she's got the most voice dialogue of all the characters. And to me, she's more interesting. So Eowyn's actually a Dwemer scholar, and she's got a little bit of a quest line, so I'm gonna do that. So what you have to do is you have to go to the Bannered Mare, send them a letter, and then you're gonna receive 2 letters. One's gonna be like an well, I'll just fucking read it. I think it's this one. It warms my heart to hear from you after so long. With your usual antics, I'm sure you've been in harm's way. I hope this letter finds you in good health. Elfyn and I will be heading to Whiterun immediately. I will contact you upon arrival. With my love, much love, Eowyn. And this is the one I just got. Elfyn and I have found accommodations in Whiterun at the Bannered Mare. I cannot wait to see you. Yours, Eowyn. Let's go to the Bannered Mare. Oh, and I got a couple mods working. I've had a really hard time modding Skyrim. Two of the mods I wanted, which were was Higgs and Planic. I can't get them to work. I don't know why. It keeps crashing my game. Like it'll work for like 15 minutes, but then it's just gonna...
Hey, over here.
Yep.
Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
It's been a while, huh?
Elfyn?
Guilty as charged. Anyway, let's just dispense with the formalities. Eowyn is sitting over by the fire. She's been anxious to see you, so don't go screwing around, okay?
And if you didn't know, that's actually Vex's voice. So, I don't know.
Is that you?
Yes, Mom? I'll be needing you to mop the place down extra tonight. Lots
My
of
stars. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. But here we are at long last. I missed you. A lot, in fact.
I missed you too, Eowyn.
Really? Oh, Bymara. It's good to be back in each other's company again.
Thanks for coming, you two.
We're happy to be here. Right, Elfyn?
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it
to what do
is.
we owe the honor?
Took a little longer for you to arrive than anticipated.
Ah, yes. Elfyn and I made a slight detour by Markarth on the way here. Calselmo has a Dwemer museum that is to die for.
Yes, Calselmo has quite the collection.
Indeed he does. Wait, I didn't know you knew anything about Dwemer research?
I dabble.
Do you mind if I ask you a quick question? How was it that the dwarves disappeared? Mass death? Disease and famine? Magical contamination? Or perhaps something as far afield as race-wide teleportation to another plane of oblivion?
The trick question, it could be any of those.
Well, color me impressed. You actually do know a thing or two about the Dwemer. I'd like to get your thoughts on
They
something
zero
that's been
thought
stewing
summed.
for a while. Do you think the Dwemer were capable
Enough with
of...
the quizzing, sister dearest.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away for a moment. I just can't help myself sometimes when it comes to anything Dwemer.
Clearly, judging from your outfit.
Oh? Yes. It actually came from Calselmo. Well, part of it anyway.
Wait, Calselmo actually gave you that outfit?
Yes, he did in fact. I know that sounds, Unusual for someone as preoccupied as himself.
Please, elaborate.
Okay, if you insist. As I said earlier, I wanted to stop by the Dwemer Museum in Markarth. There are a number of artifacts in the collection that I wanted to see in person. Chief among those is a rare, undamaged arrow used by Dwemer Sphere Centurions
I'll take it from here.
Oh, all right.
We asked Calselmo if we could take a quick peek at the museum. Once he saw us, he dropped his scrolls on the floor and just stood there for a moment. Totally slack-jawed. Yep, I guess female visitors are quite rare for that old coot. Before we knew it, he was giving us a personal tour of his museum. He just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had the chance to interrupt.
It was really quite hypnotic. At least for a girl who's into the Dwemer like me, anyway.
Once I finally managed to shove Eowyn out the door, someone, maybe his nephew, came bolting with this box and just dumped it in her arms. It contained, well, something barely classifying as clothing, much less armor.
It was admittedly a little sparse in certain areas, where in armor you typically find extra protection. Anyway, we happened across a few traveling tailors in Markarth. I had them fashion this from the Dwemer pieces and some beautiful fabric I found in one of the general stores there.
That Lisbeth lady? She's a strange one. I'd keep an eye out if you happen to run into her.
She eats people.
Anyway, I think the tailors did a spectacular job assembling this outfit. And it's actually quite comfortable to boot. What do you think? Do you like it?
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
I don't know whether or not that's a compliment, but
I
it
think
certainly
it is.
sounds flattering to me. What do you think of the color? I quite fancy the lavender, and it pairs well with the fringe pattern. How about the chest piece? Is it too much? Or should I say too little?
This is a local favorite.
I know Dwemer
Not
armor
little
is
enough.
usually much
I'm just
bulkier, but my frame is just not built for that. It's probably not suited for the colder parts of Skyrim, but this is just so comfortable. Oh, look at me ramble. I'll be quiet now.
So, were you two up in High Rock? What were you two up in High Rock for?
Where should I begin? The transit through Hammerfell was eventful enough on its own, but perhaps I'll leave that one to
What
another
were you
time.
two up to in High
Our
Rock?
first
Oh my
stop in
god.
High Rock proper was Wayrest, but as you know, it was sacked by Corsairs just over a decade ago. They haven't fully recovered yet. Funnily enough, we ran into Atska and Eomir on our first day there.
That's another pair of followers that you can get with this mod. That's right, they were in High Rock as well.
The chances of running into each other were slim, given High Rock's vast size. Regardless, having friends in close proximity made Wayrest just ever so slightly bearable.
Were you in Wayrest long?
Not particularly. The four of us crossed the bay to Glenumbra just a few months after our reunion.
I see. Where did you go in Glenumbra?
Our first stop was Daggerfall. I think we stayed there for about half a year.
What did you do while you were in Daggerfall?
Elfwin, Atska, and Eomir all hit it off immediately with the Thieves Guild in Daggerfall. I, on the other hand, was not as fortunate. I struggled to find meaningful employment for the first few months. Eventually, and with Elfwin's connections, I found a position at a major bank. However, the administrator was a scoundrel who would frequently make rather lewd and lascivious comments to me. It finally came to a head one day when he tried to make a pass at me. A quick casting of frostbite was sufficient to halt his advance. That night, he came to our residence, threatening to fire me if I didn't give in to his demands. He also had some other choice words that Elfwin found rather distasteful. For that, she had his tongue, literally. Needless to say, this did not bode well for my employment nor for Elfwin's. The Thieves Guild were none too happy that one of their inside men were suddenly and so viscerally silenced. So that was the end of Daggerfall for us.
Daggerfall was your first stop. What was next?
Atska and Eomir stayed in Daggerfall, while the two of us relocated to Camlorn. That's where we were when we received your letter.
How was Camlorn?
Oh, it was by far my favorite place in all of High Rock. Did you know they have many celebrations throughout the year? More than most other cities in Tamriel, I think.
Really? Like what?
There are really too many to discuss without seriously agitating my sister. But my favorite by far is the New Life Festival, which is held on the 1st of Morning Star. If you've been there for it, you would understand. There is truly no merrier place in all of Tamriel than Camlorn during New Life. Even Elfwyn lowers her guard on that day. And I have to say, she's quite the acrobatic dancer.
Let's not go into detail.
I bet she is. What did you do in Camlorn?
Well, I fit in quite well with the artisans in the city. There were more than a few Dwemer enthusiasts among them, so I was not lacking for engaging conversation. I also joined the Mages Guild, so I had plenty of opportunities to hone my skills since we last met. Elfwyn. Well, she never told me what she was up to, but she brought in a steady income, so we lived comfortably. I do hope we can visit Camlorn together one day. Anyway, that's enough about our time in High Rock.
So?
There was something I wanted to ask you. Will you consider inviting any more of our friends to Skyrim?
Yes, definitely. I'll do it right now, actually.
Oh, that's good to hear. I look forward to seeing some of the others.
Is there anyone you'd like to see in particular?
No, not really. Everyone just felt like close family. It was disheartening when everyone went their separate ways. So I guess what I'm saying is, it would delight me to have everyone back together once more.
So?
I was wondering, why did you decide to come to Skyrim?
'Cause I'm crazy. To assist the people of Skyrim.
How very noble-hearted of you.
I
I'm
know.
more than happy to help you in this regard.
Also, to explore these lands.
Skyrim certainly has no shortage of places to explore, especially Dwemer ruins.
Yes. That about covers it.
I see. Thank you for sharing.
So?
I did have a question, or perhaps a request. Skyrim is an exciting place for sure, and there are many goings-on. But I hope we have time to explore some Dwemer ruins together. At the very least, if you happen across one, please allow me to tag along.
Certainly.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Ready to get going?
Are you planning on telling us why you called us here?
No, you'll see for yourself.
Well, that was a nice little chat. Listen, we've already prepared our gear. We'll wait here for you for when you want to move out.
And now that we're back together once again, don't you dare keep me waiting.
What do you mean by that?
Security in
What do you
Whiterun
mean by
is
that?
terrible. Shameful is what it is.
It's a fine day with you around.
Alright, follow me. I need your help.
Lead the way.
Yeah, that's her other armor,
I'm listening.
I guess. Alright, so let's invite the
If
other
it's work
people
you
from the
need,
other
I
country
enjoy
or
this
the
work
other
well enough,
provinces.
but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda.
Good for
Anyway,
you.
what do you need?
I need to send a message to someone outside the province.
Of course, I can arrange that. Where will the message be going?
I'll send it to Cyrodiil.
Cyrodiil. I see. Given the current state of affairs, that will cost 50 septums, unfortunately. Who will be receiving the letter?
Esme and Sid... Weird. I can't say his name.
I think that should cover it. I'll have the local courier pick this up in the next batch.
And I need another letter sent out to someone.
Not a problem. I can pass it off to the local courier. What province is it going to?
Going to High Rock.
Oh, High Rock, is it? Thankfully, there's nothing brewing between there and Skyrim, so it will only cost 25 septims. To whom should I address this?
That's got an Aelmir.
That looks like enough. I assure you it will be sent out promptly.
Cool beans. Cool
Need anything
beans.
else? Just let me know.
I'm right behind you.
I'm honestly not as big a fan of her armor than her normal clothing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and steal it. There. Better.
This had better be good.
Wow. And that's why you stay at the end. You grumpy old woman.
Nothing of our struggles.
So I think... Or wait, I think I need to talk to her first.
Still here.
I think I might have to travel with her a bit, and then she's gonna ask me to visit all these Dwemer ruins. Because she gives you a list of like most of the Dwemer ruins that she wants to visit.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade.
But I think we'll head to Winterhold so that I can get the shit from the crazy old man in the ice fields. I forget his name. Septimus. Oh, Septimus is fine.
Near right. I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go?
Let's go to Winterhold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
And I've already been there. I don't know why I'm paying for a carriage, but I guess I am.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to right run from old Rory.
Stead.
I've got your back. You lead. I'll follow.
Did she already give me that list? Am I just being stupid? No. I don't know.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Ah, how iconic. Let's just go. So yeah, VR Skyrim has been awesome. This is just an update from like the last video. I played quite a bit of it. I was really disappointed that I couldn't get those two mods working, because the one mod allows you to like pick up objects and throw them and shit, and the other one allows you to like pick up people and throw them. But yeah, I'm fine with this. Like, as long as I'm not just two floating hands anymore. That was really unnerving. Oh yeah, so Eowyn does like is good destruction with destruction, and she conjures like that wolf. That, I can't think of the name of them right now. Familiar. I wouldn't really recommend her in a party of more than, well, just her, because sometimes she accidentally like casts lightning at one of your other followers, and that pisses them off, and they start fighting. But other than that, that's like the only real conflict, I guess. Another thing, I just want to appreciate that, like, that AI thing sounds really smooth. Sorry. But yeah, like I said, I had a real hard time getting this VR Skyrim with mods to work. Kept saying SKS errors and shit. Even though I downloaded it exactly like the fucking video showed me, but whatever, I guess. It was like every time I interacted with someone, it would crash my game. But I did get to slap Delphine, which was great. When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex.
When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex.
What brings you to this remote place?
The ice entombs the heart. The bane of Kagranak and Dagother. To harness it is to know the fundaments. The Dwemer lockbox hides it from me. The Elder Scroll gives insight deeper than the deep ones, though, to bring about the opening.
You have an Elder Scroll? Here?
I have seen enough to know their fabric. The warp of air, the weft of time. But no, it is not in my possession.
Are you alright?
Oh, I am well. I will be well. Well to be within the will inside the walls.
So, where is the Elder Scroll?
Here. Well, here as in this plane. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby.
Can you help me get the Elder Scroll or not?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return.
Alright, what do you want?
You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept.
Okay, where's this Black Reach?
Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mazak. Of Tand, the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock.
How do I get in?
2 things I have for you. 2 shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mazark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
Alright, I'll trust Septimus.
I'm right behind you.
Dig, Dwemer, in
Fuck
the
off.
beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths.
Let's
I find
get
it
going
so
then.
odd. I'm pretty sure she would have mentioned it by now. But yeah, she basically asks you to go check out all the Dwemer ruins. She's got a little bit of commentary about all of them. Some of which I didn't even know. And I really like the Dwemer. So, I don't know. I don't often download follower mods, but I really appreciate this one. I think the voices were done really good. Which, like, I'm not a big fan of AI voice stuff, but, like, in this case, it's hard to, like, there's certain things that you can tell it's, like, AI, but when I first played through it, I thought it was, like, game files or something that they dug up or something, but I later realized that it was not. But yeah, I'll leave a link to it down below. Anywho, I think I'm gonna leave the video here. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button and subscribe, and I'll be back with more of this mod. Because I think I'm gonna go to all the Dwemer ruins and explore them all. And then give you guys her voice dialogue or whatever. Anyways, peace.